conversation. Y'all want to go one more? Hello?
I'm not doing shit. I'm off till Monday.
All right, bet.
I'm not
Barack
doing shit.
Obama did good things for Black
All right, bro. Let's
Americans.
go.
Barack Obama did good things for Black Americans.
Oh
Fact.
my. These conversations. This is some shit. I had this conversation with somebody before in 2016. That's crazy. Um,
Next question.
dog, this ain't easy.
You want to skip this question?
No, he did. What's next? Of course he did.
Wait, what?
He did things that are great for Black Americans, White Americans, Asian Americans. Next question.
Okay, fair. Yes. I agree with them. Yeah.
Are they about to make it into some race war shit? Go ahead. Next question.
They're
Come
probably
on.
going to talk about Obamacare. And here's the thing, though.
That's for everybody.
But here's the thing, LA. From working at TP, I've never heard anybody say anything good about Obamacare. From people who are not on Obamacare, to people who are actually on Obamacare, I have not heard anybody say anything good about Obamacare.
Because people just like to complain bro. That's what
No,
I'm
but
telling you.
they have like
That's
serious
it.
complaints. They were forced to have it, and you could say it was cheap, but it was still unaffordable to them. So you're
Compared
forced
to
to
not
have
having
something.
insurance and then having to go to the ER and then just taking on thousands of dollars of debt, or as opposed to what? Just like, what do you want to have instead of insurance? We're not getting universal coverage. That shit's dead. Like, what else was the other option? Did you just not have insurance and just be asked out?
Yeah, but if you have insurance, you're still going in debt because of it. What's the point of having it? You're going in debt because of it, because you're forced to have it. That was the whole point against it. It's not really. It's not going to help you financially in the long run if you're going to continue to be in debt.
You're saying, okay. So the way insurance works, you have a deductible.
Mhm.
Once you reach that deductible, you don't pay for shit. So let's say you had, in most insurances, I don't know how all of the Obamacares work, but let's say you had a $4,000 deductible, in-network deductible, and let's say you got in a car crash and you shattered your knee. Now you're in the ER and that hospital bill was $28,000. You only have to pay your deductible. Yes, it's a lot of fucking money. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of money. But would you rather pay the $25,000 or your deductible?
That does.
It's the same thing with your.
But
your
you
car
can't
insurance.
afford the insurance in the first place. You can't afford it. If you
If
can't afford to pay for
car
the
insurance, if you can't afford car insurance, guess what the fuck? You still have to have car insurance.
No, I thought we were talking about Obamacare.
I'm just saying, to draw the parallel, you still have to have car insurance, right?
I don't think there's a parallel.
If you can't afford
Because
car
there-
insurance, you're going to drive your car without the car insurance?
No, you can ride a bus. There's other forms of transportation besides a car. But
Okay,
with
if
health
you can't
insurance,
afford
you can't. There's not like other.
healthcare, you can get Obamacare for $18 a month, $20 a month. If you can't
People still
afford
can't afford that. People are broke.
Where it's free, or it comes out of your Social Security check as a deferment. There's ways around it.
I agree.
People are just ignorant and hear what they hear on Fox, and they want to keep going on about this shit.
No,
If we
these once again, these are people from TP. These aren't people. These aren't like white people white Republicans from Westerville. These are
You
people
wanna pull
from
it up,
TP
Google?
who are lower income, who work
You wanna
get a
pull it up,
low
Google?
income job, $10, $12 an hour. That's a low income job. Who might have 2-3 kids who can't afford it. They specifically said, I do not like this. I can't afford it. And even if I did need to use it, it's not enough to even cover like what I needed to cover. People did not like Obamacare. Once again, I never heard anybody say anything positive about Obamacare. Not one person.
So if those people couldn't afford the health care on their $10 an hour job, what happens to their children?
Can I bring this back
They make
in?
it work.
What happens?
They make it work.
Make
They
it
figure
work?
out.
They
Yeah.
figure it out. What happens when their child breaks their arm in football? They don't have insurance.
Let me bring this back a little bit, y'all.
What happens then?
Let me bring this back.
What happens when your 12-year-old daughter has a hernia and you don't have insurance? You're gonna go to the ER and pay that $30,000, or are you gonna suck it up and pay this Obamacare for insurance to make sure your fucking family's okay?
Look, let me
Just
bring this back.
Just
Not
saying.
not just Obamacare. Let's get back to the in general.
Or you
Not
can go
just-
to Cobra They pay $60,000 a year
But
for.
Darren, I'm with LA. I'm about to. If you look at it from a general standpoint, you have to say yes. I think that's kind of a simple question.
Makes
I don't, and
No,
that's why I brought it to Obamacare, something that's more controversial.
we can go to the next question. But he did things good for all Americans.
In
Yeah, I don't think
Rob's
we need to rush
defense,
that.
with the TP people, like, granted, I do think that minimum wage and, like, what working conditions and, like I said, being paid equal skills or wages based on skills does need to be improved throughout the community. But I don't know. I rock with the insurance thing. I've been hit too many times. I've been to the hospital too many times. You need insurance, man. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say it before we start this. I think that last topic was really crazy for them because the way they was walking back when he was doing these fast forwards looked real. But when we